everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and it is Monday, which you already know. For those of you that have been here before, it is Bodabra night. So, Alex never mutes her phone.
It was off.
Yes, every Monday night at 7 Eastern, we go live here designing a bunch of bows, making wreaths, showing you guys different techniques. So as you come in, let me know if you're watching the replay. I always like kind of knowing who's able to catch the replay because it lets me know, who's able to come back. So, we all live in different time zones, we all live in different areas, and we can't always tune in. So it just lets me know who's able to catch the replay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to be posting the link down below. So it's just me and Alex tonight. So as you come in, be sure to say hi. Alex recorded me twice back to back, so be sure to thank her. Here's the two Bodabras. We have the large to the right of me, and then we have the mini to the left, or your right, my left. And both are great. This is definitely something that I'd recommend for larger designs, wreath making, lantern swags, anything of the larger nature, basically what we create. Whereas something like this is great for hair bows, it's great for kind of finer textured, decor and whatnot. So we're going to be using both. Okay, so I'm going to share the link. Get your Bodabra here. And this is where you guys can order your Bodabras from. Okay. Post the link. And I think that worked. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Maria. Hi, Marla. Nice to see you guys. All right, I'm also going to share this to my page.
Hi, Renee.
How's everybody doing tonight? So let's show off some of the ribbons we're going to be using. Look at this.
This one's really pretty.
Isn't that pretty? I really like that one too.
It's sheer, glittery. We have some stripes.
Yes.
Lines, vertical lines, some polka dots, candy cane, and some plaid.
You gotta stick with the plaid. Plaid's classic for this time of year, right? Okay, there we go. So can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Hi, Pat. Hi, Kim. Hey, Bobby. Nice to see you, Bobby. And Bobby, I saw you tag me in something, but I can't find where it is. So definitely comment down below saying, Nick, here I am. Here's the post. I don't know what happened to it. I can't find it. So I want to see what you tagged me in because I'm sure it's awesome. So let's start with our wire. So here's the Bodabra wire. Comes on a 100-yard spool. Hi, Andrea. So yes, tonight, I was on a call earlier with Sandy, the creator of Bodabra, and she said tonight, if you would like to choose a winner for a ribbon, you may. So Alex is actually going to choose a random winner at the end. And instead of scrunchy ribbon, Sandy is going to be sending out a free 1.5 inch by 10-yard roll of ribbon. And she said the retail value can be as high as $12 to $13. So all you have to do is comment down below, Alex, pick me, pick me, pick me, and we'll see who Alex ends up choosing. Hi, Edna. Nice to see you. It's a pic of the fam. Yes, Bobby, tag me in. I want to see. I hope it's the picture that we all took kind of where the buffet was. But we're going to start with this candy cane ribbon. We're going to do 3 different bows using this because this ribbon is a classic and I want you guys to be able to see what you're able to create. So we'll start with our traditional. We're going to just cut 2 tails.
Pick me, pick me.
Pick me, yes.
Marla says, love the striped one.
I know. So we're going to come back in with this ribbon. Just take the end. Always leave about 1/2 inch of an overhang. And this is going to be a traditional bow. So traditional bows are very easy. Hi, Karen. Karen says, please, please pick me. And then what we're going to do is take it, pinch it, and twist, reverse it, and just repeat that over and over and over again.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. So the more loops you have, the more full your bow is going to be. And obviously that's common sense, but it really depends on your design. Sometimes, more often than not, I actually like using less loops because I have a tendency of coming back in with greenery and flowers between my loops. So I prefer less loops, but at this time of year, with Christmas, designs, we want to add as many loops as possible because there's nothing like Christmas bows. So for this bow, we're going to do at least 4 to 5 loops on either side. So often people say, how do you know when to stop? How many loops are you adding? Does it make a difference? And it doesn't. It never does. Usually after you create a few bows, you'll kind of gauge to see how many loops is appropriate. But I never sit there and say, I'm going to do 4 on this side, 5 on the other. It really just depends in the moment. So I'm definitely an in the moment type of person. And I know Alex is too. Alex doesn't put much thought into anything. She just blanks out. But I do the same, just on a smaller scale. So if that is 5 loops on this side, come back in with whatever, 1 more loop.
Matthew says the candy cane ribbon is everything.
Right.
Hi, Jess.
Hey, Jess. Hey, Matthew. Hey, Sandy. Pamela says, pick me, pick me, pick me.
Oh, this is tough, guys.
But you got to stick around, though. We're not just going to choose somebody now and then have you leave. So we'll choose towards the end after we make our wreath. How's that sound? So we're going to just take that wire, tie it tight, pull from behind, and tie it off. I couldn't make a bow with anything until I bought the Bowdabra. Awesome, Karen. I'm glad to hear that. So we'll fluff this out. So on my page, you'll often see me primarily design bows by hand. And that's because that is an art that I love to teach. But if you have arthritis, carpal tunnel, if you just struggle with making bows by hand, you know, we are live each and every Monday showing you guys easy ways of using your Bowdabra, which essentially is a third hand. It keeps everything in place. And that's the traditional bow. I mean, come on. Tell me that's not stunning.
Karen says, I have this ribbon in my kitchen, which has a candy cane gingerbread man theme. She says, I love it.
Yeah, it is pretty. So you know what's funny, you guys? You know what? We're going to keep this very natural. When I'm live, here I am talking to you, talking to the camera, talking to everybody, trying to figure out what I'm going to say next, trying to figure out what my next move is. And I might stutter on one little word. And she doesn't call me out like I just did with you. She'll just take the phone, right? She'll hold it like this, and she'll look over it like, which just sends shivers down my spine. And that's all I concentrate until, you know, a few minutes later. So whenever I can call her out, I like to do so. And everybody is always like, you're so mean to her. If you saw the looks she gives me from behind the camera when I mess up, it is bad. So don't think she's this saint, all right?
I'm an angel, everyone. Don't listen to him.
Don't listen to her.
Tina says, I always stay and hang out. I love watching you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Hey, Dad. How do you keep the loops even? So I don't. You know, sometimes they're half an inch to an inch longer. And, you know, that's okay. They don't have to be perfect. You know, I'm a perfectionist by nature, and that's something that I had to quickly change, or else I would have driven myself crazy over the years. Why am I opening this? I want to show you guys how to do a funky bow using the same exact ribbon. So we're going to take this ribbon, and what I like to do and what I like to call it is a bunch of a little awareness ribbons. So you've all seen an awareness ribbon, whether it's breast cancer awareness or, you know, whatever. It has 1 loop and 2 tails. It's all about that repetition. So if I take my loop and I place it towards the right, you guessed it, the next loop is going to be towards the left. It's all about just, you know, alternating.
Michelle says, Nick, we need a bloopers reel.
A bloopers reel? What do you guys think? Hands up. Should we do a bloopers reel?
I think that's a great idea.
It's something that we can put together really quickly. But the thing is when we edit our tutorials or edit our videos, you know, we're just in the moment of editing it. So we laugh and then we move on. We crop it and move on. But if we save those...
There's usually a lot, though, guys.
A lot. So even though we have no footage right now for bloopers reels, that could be added, what I just said. Even though we have no footage, if I started tomorrow, in a matter of a week, we'd have like a 5-minute long blooper reel.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea. We have to do a blooper reel after all this time. So if you guys want to see that, let me know.
Andrea says, love the funky bows the best. Marianne says, yes, bloopers.
All right. So Dad's at home, probably relaxing. He's been here all day. He's watching us right now. And he said yes to a blooper reel. So maybe we'll do it.
It sounds funny when you say it.
Blooper?
I think because you say it so fast.
Blooper?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how many loops we have at this point. I want to work in at least 1 more. So we'll do 1 more and see where we're at there.
Pat says, couldn't make a funky bow till I got my Bowdabra.
Lisa says, Alex doesn't have your horns, Nick. Don't think she's as sweet as she comes off, you guys. The look she gives me will put me into a panic. And she knows it does, too. She's the only one, you know, after all these years of filming, she is the only one that still can make me anxious. But after tonight, after calling her out when she said, what did you say? Gingerbread? No, I forget what you said.
I said it with like a little accent.
You know, there's footage of Alex flipping the camera on herself, which I could add to a blooper
I
reel
know.
too.
Well, that's the reason I try to read the comments really fast, guys. They go so fast on my phone, but I try to read them fast because I try to avoid touching the phone, because if I tap on the screen, it will flip the camera to me, and I don't want I don't want to scare you guys right now.
It's no fun doing that. But Alex didn't sleep for 3 nights after she did that. Trust me, she didn't sleep at all. She is as sweet as she comes off because she doesn't call you out to us. Bobby, she doesn't need to. She doesn't need to. She calls me out when nobody's looking. 'Cause you guys can't see. She calls me out with looks. That's what she does. All right? She calls me out with looks.
Pamela asked, when are you going to make a tree topper?
I'm thinking next week. So this week we're caught off guard a little bit. So next week we'll do a tree topper. And also be sure to follow us on Nick's Seasonal Decor, because we have tons of Christmas videos, you know, that have been posted, that are coming out. We have tons of things that we're working on. So stay tuned for all of that goodness. But now it's time to fluff your bow out. And I see we have over 350 viewers. Thank you guys for tuning in. And it's because you keep messing up. That's why they're tuning in.
Me?
Yeah. All right. No, Dad, Alex. Who else would I be talking to? It's
I
just
don't
us.
know. Jerry said, you have made this so much easier to understand for me. I love watching you and your family. And Tina says, that's why I said angel with horns. Yes.
With horns.
Hidden horns.
With horns. But thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. What do you think? There's a funky bow. How pretty would that be on like a lamppost or something? Just the top. Or a present. So, goes to show. That's the second bow using this. When are you going to design a complete tree? How to use ribbon on a tree? So, Sandy, make sure to follow us because we're doing that. We're also going to be doing a dwarf tree, a little 2-3 foot tree. And we're going to be having a tree tutorial on Home Talk. We have so many trees coming out, which is why after this video, we got date night in the Wreath community, which is opening up Black Friday weekend, in case you've been interested in that. But we got to head to Walmart and try to find a tree for our dining room. So that's the goal for tonight. So we're using this plaid. This plaid is rather thin, but it's a beautiful plaid, and it doesn't really crinkle. So it's just thin, but it's strong enough.
Sandy asked, can you make a small funky bow on that bow, Deborah?
Yes, so we'll show you guys that today. But make sure, if you haven't let us know yet, Bodabra is giving away a free roll of 1.5 inch ribbon. And Sandy, the creator, told me that it could be up to $13 for the roll. So Alex is going to be the one choosing the winner tonight. So sugar her up, bribe her, whatever. Make her choose you.
Lavelle says, made my granddaughter 2 funky hair bows Saturday night. She loved them. Thank you for teaching me how.
Oh, well, thank you.
Don't forget the wire. Oh.
That's okay. We'll get back to it. See, I'm distracted.
Good catch, Karen.
Good catch, Karen.
Oh, who else? Someone said it first. Actually, it was Pat. Good job, Pat.
Good job, Pat. All right, a couple more loops.
Bob says Alex sounds mic'd now. I know. It sounds better now.
I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm talking louder. I feel like I'm actually yelling.
Yeah,
so
I'm taking a breath.
Sorry.
All right, so that's 4 loops on this side. We got 4 on the other. Let's finish it off with 5 loops on one side, 4 on the other. Just goes to show. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing in life is. Not you, not me, not Hermione. Oh, that reminds me, Alex. I got to show you a funny video later. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're obsessed with TikTok now. It's not even funny. Alex will hear me watching TikTok, and she'll know exactly the video. It's just funny. I would have never thought I'd be addicted. All right, we'll take our bow out. We're going to make it work.
Linda says she got a flock tree at Walmart for $69.
That's not bad. So this tree, we're going to have to be particular because it is going behind our dining room table. So I don't want a super wide base tree, but I also don't want a pencil tree because that's what we've been working with in that room for so many years now. That pencil tree, Alex, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. So I want something a little bit bulkier, but not bulky. It's weird. I don't know what I want.
Pamela said, Alex, I'll make you a bow for the vehicle that Nick is buying you for Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
That's good. That's good. We have to keep reminding Nick.
She is not getting no car from me.
Kim says, I love the relationship you have with each other. Annette says, I got my Bodabra last year and made bows for my friend's tree as well as mine.
Ooh, awesome. Send us pictures, you guys. Make sure to send us pictures. And don't forget, Bodabra has the fan gallery, and we have the wreath. No, what do we have? Nick's Seasonal Decor crafting community. Our crafting community just hit like 64,000 members. So make sure to join both of those awesome groups for more inspiration. Bob said, Alex, I'll take a ribbon. Okay.
Ooh, McDonald's cone. Ooh.
See, they know you. They know you.
Ooh, okay.
That does sound good.
I know.
We'll see.
Linda says her tree is 6.5 feet.
Yeah, we got to do no more than 7.5 feet. So our ceilings, I think, are 7.5 feet or so. The tree that we decorated, the blue tree, let me know if you guys saw that yet, but that blue tree, the issue with that, the white tree underneath the blue, so that's the bow we just worked in. But the issue with that tree is that it's not quite tall enough for that room, so I kind of had to squish the top. But that's okay, it still looks cool. I'm not a big fan, and let me know if you guys agree with me on this, I'm not a big fan of those big over-the-top tree toppers. You'll never ever see me work one in, you know what I'm talking about, Alex, where you just have a big up the top.
Yeah.
I like my tree toppers or I actually don't like tree toppers that much. A big beautiful bow would look great, but when it comes to trees, I just like it being uniform throughout. I'm weird, all right? I like simple trees. So we're gonna work in these now. These are berries from our shop. They are $3.99 with an item number of EC4078, and they're a beautiful ice crystal spray. And if you watched us on Nick's Seasonal Decor, this is actually Alex's live that she did last week. She used these berries for her very own kit. Alex made a centerpiece kit.
I did.
Right?
So you can order the Bodabra. I did it again.
See, this is another thing, you guys. If she messes up and then she catches it, and then she'll look at me. So imagine, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic, but imagine me messing up and knowing what's about to happen.
So you can get your Bodabra as well as the wire and the ribbon kits and everything at, we posted the link. So the link is pinned, so you can click on that link and it'll bring you right to the site.
Yes.
Oops.
Let's work in a few more berries. The Christmas decor spirit is on full steam ahead. Loved Alex's kit, bought 2. Well, thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob. Tina says, I watch a lot of wreath makers, and I have to say, hands down, Nick, you're my favorite. The way you teach is easy for me to follow.
Who said that?
Tina.
Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. So we're going to come back in with our second berry spray. Nothing but berries and a beautiful plaid ribbon. You know, my logic when it comes to designing is less is more. I've never liked to overpower my wreaths with so many different things. Of course, if you wanted to work in some greenery, I'm not opposed to that. It definitely, you know, benefit this design, but I figured let's just stick to berries. I'm sure it'll still turn out nice.
Elaine says, oh, that bow is so pretty.
Thank you, Elaine. How'd those go together?
Sharon says, took off a bow. My sister bought a fall wreath, replaced it with a bow I made while watching you, Nick. She loved it so, so much.
Awesome. See, that's what I like to hear. I'm glad to have inspired you and hopefully taught you something. You know, a question that we get asked a lot, not a question, but I guess a statement is, you know, I could never do that. I could never do that. And you're completely right. You can't with that mindset. If you have that mindset, you can't do anything. So don't think of it as though you can't. Just think of it as how can I start? How can I try? You know, if you just continue trying with things, you'll eventually get the hang of it. I mean, it's a bow, you guys. No, not rocket science. And I get that you may struggle with it initially, but don't go telling me that you can't do it. That is a lie, a complete, utter lie. If I can do it, you can do it. More importantly, if Alex can do it, then you can do it.
Andrea says, love the variety of bows tonight, Nick. Deborah says, absolutely beautiful.
So look, I'm taking some. This is what I talked about earlier. Even though we added 5 loops on one side, 4 on the other, we're still able to tuck in a few of these berry sprays. So it's not taking a whole lot. So we'll just place another down here. I'll hold it up, see where else I want one. We could stick one anywhere. I'll choose this side.
So Karen, I have made bows in the past. I don't make them. What am I trying to say? Like
A lot?
a lot. I've definitely made a few before. I could practice more on those.
What do you think? Should Alex start making more bows? Hands up if you agree. I think so. You know, she's got the knack for it. She's made wreaths before. Not many, but a few. And I guess you'll see what you can do, though, Alex, is if you make it, and you've never practiced before, if you just sit here and do a live with the same piece of ribbon and make 3 or 4 bows, you know, you'll get the hang of it, even within that live. Alex is like, stop talking. Please don't pressure me into that.
Pat says I made 7 custom wreaths in the last week.
Awesome,
Wow.
Pat. Send us pictures. And don't forget, too, you guys, to text me. We didn't send out a text tonight because we did go live right before this video. But if you text me to the number 978-396-9150, we will send out alerts, you know, whenever we're live on Bodabra, and whenever we have any exciting news, which with Christmas being right around the corner, we already have plenty of exciting news coming your way.
Kim says, I love making bows. Those of you that don't know how to make bows, it only takes practice. It's okay if you mess up. Just keep trying. Practice, practice, practice.
That's right. So if somebody tells me I struggle with bow making, that is a completely different response than I can't make a bow. And I guess it's the latter statement that bothers me, because it's not that you can't, it's that you think you can't.
Bobby,
you can't.
Bobby says, is it in Alex's job description? Asking for a friend.
Everything in Alex's job description.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
Everything. I mean, Alex, even in Alex's job description, you know, when she filled out the form, it said, will you be able to dress up as Nick, the imposter, if Nick is ill or couldn't, you know, join a live? So she even signed that. So there's no, no, I'm kidding, you guys. What do you think of that?
I still have to get his coffee, though. Don't worry. I'm still an assistant.
Isn't that pretty? I did it a little bit to the left, and I kind of like that. So a couple berry sprays from our shop and a ribbon. That's it. It's as simple as that. And the reason I chose this grapevine is because I didn't want to send that out to you. It's a little bit more ovally, and if you were expecting a 14-inch grapevine, which we do carry in stock, not many left, but we do have some available at the moment, I didn't want to send that one. So goes to show, even with an unsightly grapevine, you still can make it work. So let's switch to a 2.5-inch ribbon.
Tina says, I've been following you for almost 2 years, started my own wreath business using everything I've learned watching you, and they are selling wonderfully. I owe that to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Tina, and you owe me nothing. I'll take credit for the inspiration, and I'm honored and flattered that I've inspired you. But from the rest, you know, the ball was in your court, and you just stepped up and you created a business, which creating any business, regardless of what you do and what you create, is scary enough. So thank you so much, and I'm proud of you for that. So let's create just a bow, no tails, and nothing besides big, beautiful loops. So we'll just continue. This is a 2.5-inch polka dot. You can get it through the link down below. This is not actually ribbon that we carry. This is through a company called Morex, and you can order it through the link. So I guess this could be somewhat of a tree topper for a 3-foot tree, 4-foot tree. You know, when it comes, people are like, how big of a bow for a certain tree? You know, you can have a 12-foot tree like we have, where it's really wide at the base, or you can have a 12-foot tree that's a skinny pencil tree, which I wouldn't want to stick a massive bow on a pencil tree. So it really depends on the tree you have. And I don't know about you guys, but this year, looking for Christmas trees, it seems like there's so many different options than what they've had, you know, over the years. So me and Alex were, you know, talking about the old trees where you had to stick each branch in. And, you know, there's no such thing as that nowadays. Now you got the LED lights. You can have a tree turn on and off by itself. You can have a tree talk to you, flicker, you name it, they got that tree for it. Okay.
Betty says, beautiful, such a hardworking family.
Thank
you, Betty. Lisa says, can you make big bows with the mini one?
Not really. So, I mean, right now where we're at with this, which is about 4 or 5 loops, the width of the base is pretty much level with the mini Bodabra. So for the mini Bodabra, if you're trying to make big bows, you know, I do recommend you purchase the large, but the mini is great for smaller, finer, detailed bows. You know, why struggle if you don't have to, you know? So that's as many loops as I want. We'll pull it through. Tie it out, I'll take it out of our Bodabra and tie from behind.
Annette says, I agree, you're a fabulous teacher. You are great at explaining the options for different designs.
Thank you, Annette. Okay, fluff it out. You can be using, I've said this for years, you can be using top-notch, very expensive, $100 per yard roll of ribbon, or you can be using basic, inexpensive, not high-quality ribbon at all. If you don't know how to fluff, I don't see a difference. I really don't. You know, so make sure you take that time to fluff out your bows, pull those loops apart, get any of the kinks and creases out, get it to your liking.
Yaya is good, Bobby. Thank you for asking. She was here earlier.
She was packing everybody's orders earlier. She got done besides 4 orders, which me and Alex are going to fulfill tonight. Dad and Yaya are champs. They worked all morning for us, and they love it. Don't let them fool you. Yaya loves it, and Dad especially. Dad comes here really early. It's like his hangout. This is like Dad's treehouse, you guys. All right, look at that. What do you think? I see we're at 400 viewers. Thank you guys so much.
Sandy says you make bow making look easy.
All right, should we choose our winner, or should we make one final bow and then choose our winner?
Let's do one final bow.
All right, so we'll create a bow in the mini now, just to show you for those of you that have it.
Sandy says the fluffing is the hardest part for me.
It is I wouldn't say it's the hardest part, but if you struggle with fluffing, a tip I can give you, which is a tip that I've learned, is to just be aggressive with it. Don't think you're going to damage the ribbon. Pull those loops apart, you know, rip it apart basically without ripping your ribbon, and you should be good to go. So don't let it scare you. The ribbon is very strong, very sturdy. Nothing's going to happen. So for this bow, let's just see where it takes us. Take some tails.
Patricia says love the bows. Edna says beautiful bow.
Thank you guys. Place it into the Bodabra. Place it underneath. Take your tails. I just cut random lengths. And even with my tails, I like them to be off too. They don't have to be the same length. So this is the thinnest ribbon we have on our table right now. And it should work. So we'll do 2 loops on either side. There's 1 loop. Coming back in with our second. On either side.
Kim says it's your dad's man cave just with ribbons and bows.
Basically, Dad enjoys it.
He does. He comes here early in the morning.
Don't let him fool you. He pretends like it's... No, he doesn't pretend like he doesn't, but he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, he's the first one here. He loves it. So that's 2 loops on either side. To finish it off, we'll do our button loop. So, you know, we're kind of cutting it close with how much ribbon we can add to it. You still can make pretty bows with it, but if you had to choose, depending on your craft, if you're a wreath maker, I do recommend the large, and if you're kind of, I don't know, what other crafts? Like smaller, more dainty crafts, you can absolutely use the mini. Like Alex was a cheerleader back in the day, and they all used to have to wear bows, right?
We did. No, we did.
You had to wear hair bows.
We did.
Pull it through, tie it off, and then we can fluff it. So pull those loops down. So who's our lucky winner? Alex will scroll and scroll and scroll, and she can choose.
All right, guys. I have our winner. Are you guys ready? So tonight's winner is Tina Marie Higginson. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tina. You just won yourself a free roll of 1.5-inch ribbon. So this is through Bodabra, so make sure to message Bodabra on Facebook, and then they will send your free roll of ribbon your way. So congratulations. Let's all congratulate Tina. And there is our final bow in all its glory. So, you know, you could add a couple more loops using the mini, but I do recommend the large if you're doing kind of larger scale bows. So we created a lot of bows. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to take pictures of these bows, send them Bodabra's way, and they'll have them posted on their social media, you know, the bows that we create. So thank you all so very much for having us. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Terry. Thank you guys for watching. We are live on Bodabra each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, showing you guys how to use it. So thank you again. I'm Nick Creticus of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and I'll see you all next Monday at 7 p.m. So time to make fun of Alex a little bit after this, right? So congratulations again, Tina, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.